let's go ahead and jump into some topics because that's all I have for my music. But first thing I want to talk about, just let's go ahead and give some claps to my man Eminem. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yes, sir.
Let me get the.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I have to admit, I'm surprised he hadn't been inducted earlier. There's a lot of rappers where I'm like, why have they not been in there?
I mean, I think this time was. I think the timing was good on that. I mean, because really, Eminem, when you think about it, he's older.
Yeah.
But when you think about the influence, the people that we listen to and we're influenced by,
yeah,
he's kind of like. He's kind of like that cutoff of that era in a sense. Because, he came out, he literally, kind of blew up, late 98, 90, early 99. Yeah, early 99. So,
yeah.
So, I think, I don't have a problem with that. I think there's some people that need to be in there on some rap shit in there before him.
Right.
To be real.
Yeah, definitely. But he deserves it.
Yeah.
Definitely people could have been in there before him. I can't remember. Is LL in there?
I don't know if he's in there. He was a candidate one year.
Yeah.
There was a couple of groups. There was a couple of groups that they had that was a candidate there. Shout out to the Meters. The Meters should fucking be in there. Because let me tell you, man, that New Orleans. Yeah. That was where they from, that New Orleans style music, man.
Yeah.
Influenced a lot of shit.
Oh, yeah.
The Meters should be in there. So.
Yeah, people like that should definitely be in there. I could see the Roots being in there. Yeah. They've been real heavy, a big influence in hip hop. So it's a lot of people, man. We can talk about that all day, but let's go ahead and just wanted to give Slim Shady his props on that, man. So congratulations to him. And they said that when he did a speech, he gave props to all the people that inspired him. Redman, those type of people that came before him.
He had to.
He. That's the thing, man. You can't really have longevity without acknowledging those who influenced you and came before you. So I think that's one thing that really makes him great. Definitely.
Yeah, the thing I like, he's like, look, man, I'm a high school dropout.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I got to this moment and the fact that, the people that he was listening to, so these people, white man telling, these were my teachers, these black people, especially, in this genre where they, people were, they really try to gentrify and, take it over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he's like, nah, man, I gotta shout them out because I definitely would not be here if it wasn't for them. So, I definitely I just appreciate. You may not appreciate Eminem as an artist, and I'm not saying that to slight him, but I appreciate him being a fan.
Absolutely,
I really do.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah,
I really love it, man.
I'm right with you on that one, man. So shout out to M, man. Congratulations on that award. That status, earning that honor of being inducted. I don't think you get an award with that, do you?
Being inducted is an award.
Right, it's an award. I'm just saying you don't get a little statue.
Nah, that's it.
Right.
Just like Michael Jackson, this is it.
Right.
That's it, nigga. You up there.
You on the wall, nigga.
You on the wall, nigga.
You got a magnet on our refrigerator.
Yeah. Pretty much, that's what it is. I think it was the big-ass refrigerator. Right. Yeah, we gonna put this big-ass magnet on there. Right. Pass me the yams. Pass me the yams.
That was dope for him. And just to talk a little bit about the Takeoff situation. They just did his funeral, and it's been buzzing about some of the speeches that have been given. I heard Drake gave a pretty moving speech. Offset and Quavo.
I was like, damn, at his own funeral, right. This nigga just got up and just
let me say something.
Let me say something real quick. I feel the love.
Yeah, I just want to say I appreciate all
everybody be walking there like, yo, this nigga.
Right. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and back down.
Yeah.
But yeah, so but you know, Offset and Quavo, you know, I heard they did speeches. I think even Cardi B, I heard might have spoke at the funeral. So,
Okay.
you know, and I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't the biggest Migos fan, but I mean, I'm seeing that they had a pretty big impact on the industry. You know what I mean? A lot of people just had a lot of respect for them and what they brought to the table and them as general people, you know, outside of the music industry. They really developed a lot of good relationships.
Well, I never really, that's the thing, even with the whole Migos, I don't think they was really too much in trouble or anything like that for the most part. I mean, you know, there might be some stuff, some instances here and there, but, you know what I'm saying, I don't think they would, you know what I'm saying, they were, I mean, for the most part, they were pretty chill dudes.
Yeah, they seem like they're pretty chill, you know. But yeah, I mean, it was so ironic, man, that Quavo and Takeoff had just done the Drink Champs right before this happened. Because I mean, I had just watched it, and now you know I was trying to learn more about them, and that really helped me. That episode helped me to learn a lot more about them, and I was like, okay, these dudes ain't that bad. You know, they're pretty chill.
Mm-hmm.
And so you know, Nori was giving them a lot of props. You know what I mean? So he was talking about how he
he was at the funeral.
Well, no, on the Drink Champs.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. He might have been at the funeral though. I mean, you know, I wouldn't see nothing wrong with that. You know, but you know, just you know, there's some footage around you know of the funeral and some of the speeches. So y'all let us know in the comments what y'all thought if y'all heard any of those speeches because I didn't get a chance to hear them and just heard the buzz about them. You know, and I'm sure Drake probably got emotional.
Oh, you stupid.
What they call him, the emotional rapper.
The emotional rapper. But nah, man, I mean, it's just, you know, I mean, from that standpoint, because, I mean, that's another thing, too. They've done, you know, quite a bit of work together.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate.
But, yeah, and since we're talking about Takeoff situation, you know, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Jay Prince Jr. situation. You know, over the week, man, it's been a lot developing about, you know, him being heavily involved with the situation because a lot of people are saying that it was a setup, you know, the whole time. And I heard something about, you know, how they be asking the rappers to check in, you know, when you come to certain cities, check in with the whole gang culture and all of that.
Yeah, that's what they did that.
They're saying that Quavo did, but Takeoff did not. From what I heard, I don't know how that's possible if they're always together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, unless he just refused. You know, like I ain't scared of you niggas. You know, I don't know if it was something, but from what I hear about him, he doesn't seem like that type of dude. But the rumor has it that Takeoff did not do it, but Quavo did, and that's why they were kind of upset. Like, oh, he think he all that. You know, he not going to check in. You know, so supposedly that was one of the reasons why they might have targeted him. Allegedly. We need a button with that Tony Baker on it. Allegedly. You know, we just need that on the sound effect. But yeah, and then, you know, they're saying that Jay Prince Jr. was the one that kind of set it up and how he's really trying to be his father when he's really not. You know, they're like, you know, because, I mean, people are saying, like, look, dude, you know, you grew up, you had a good life. You didn't grow up in the slums or anything like that where you had it rough and you had to be gangster to survive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your father was like one of the biggest people in Houston. And, you know, you had probably lived in a nice mansion type of house, you know, with swimming pools and whatnot. So it's like, why are you trying to carry on that legacy? Why are you trying to be the next Jay Prince? And you don't need to be. You know, just accept what your father had and let it go. Now, I don't know the whole thing, but that's what people are saying.
And that's even like with the, you know, going back to T.I.'s son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you going to try to be all hard and things like
right.
that.
Same thing.
It's
you
like,
ain't gangster. You lived in a mansion.
Yeah,
you know
it's like, well, I mean, you can be.
I mean, you can.
You can be gangster. Yeah, don't get that twisted. Right. But at the same time, yeah, you can't say that you headed hard and right. You know, I'm hard out here in these streets when you've been in the mansion. Yeah,
exactly.
You can't say that. But nah, you could be in the mansion and still be gangster. It's just, you know, how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the thing too. Being a gangster don't mean that like, oh, I gotta shoot these niggas and I gotta kill. Like, nah, just conduct yourself as a man.
Right.
And then too, like, just don't take no shit. Like, look, you know, this is what we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna do it. You know, this, that, and the third. If you don't get down with these terms, this is what's gonna happen. That's a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Someone laying the law down. You don't necessarily have to be all loud about, because that ain't gangster.
Right.
That's a crybaby to me.
Yeah.
Nah, dude to come up here got set objectives. It's like, look, this is what it's gonna be. This is what we doing. If you don't, when we do this and you in our way, this is gonna happen to you.
Right.
That's gangster shit.
Right. Right. You know, go ahead and just lay it out. If you do this, here's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's gangster shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Right. Set some expectations. But yeah, I mean, you know, I really think it's you know, messed up, man, that, you know, somebody like that might have possibly set this whole thing up. You know what I mean? So I really hope that, you know, that's not the case. They're also saying that he might be facing some RICO charges. Speaking of Jay Prince Jr., you know, so, you know, they're like, look, man, trust me, this ain't where you want to be at. Now, a lot of people were mad because, you know, Jay Prince Sr., he put out a video about a week ago, right around the time we did our last podcast, saying that, you know, he wasn't going to protect whoever it was that set the whole thing up, you know, and then right after that, everybody's like, oh, well, it was your son, you know what I mean?
Like,
so
damn.
You probably going to protect him because that's your son, you know what I mean? So.
Well, I mean, but now if he don't, it's like, look, you're going to have to learn from this what not to do.
Right.
I think that would be more.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if it was, you know, like, because I mean, you know what I'm saying, if it was like your seed or something like that, of course you don't, you know, don't want nothing to happen to it, because that's you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I get that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, man, so, you know, I really just, you know, feel bad about the whole Takeoff situation, and I hope that, you know, they can get it resolved. I mean, I heard they made more arrests, so, you know, we'll see. You know, and they're saying that, you know, it really wasn't over the dice game. There was a dice game that happened, but it was over something else, the whole argument. And,
but that's he didn't really say nothing. He
right.
ain't said nothing to nobody.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it, man. That's why I stayed away from the streets, because I think I just had a little more common sense, man. I'm like, if this is where this is going to lead to, I don't want no part of this. You know what I mean? I don't want no part, because I mean, most times when things get serious like that, most of them, not all, but most of them don't think with logic. They don't know how to just say, let's talk this out. Let's figure this out. Let's not exaggerate the situation. It's just, oh, you said this, you know, now it's going to that. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm talking it out. Having clear objectives. It's gangster.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gangster, man. You know, the ones who survive, you know, like Jay Prince, you know what I mean? Who, you know, just wasn't out here shooting people for fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't do
Be a
that.
boss, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't do that.
So.
Speaking of bullshit.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the King's Disease 3 album.
Yes, sir, man. King's Disease 3. I meant to mention that in my music list, but yeah, that album has been burning up the charts, man. And I mean, it's getting high praise from a lot of, you know, critics out there who are doing these YouTube reaction videos and all of that. They are loving it.
So let me say, remember last week we had a list of producers. Who we wanted to do with. Yeah, we're going to have to add Hit Boy. Yeah, we're going to have to add Hit Boy to the list. Yeah, man. We got to add Hit Boy to the list.
You ain't never lying, bro. Because Hit Boy, he been pulling them beats out his ass.
I like the fact, listening to the album, one thing I can respect about it, when I listen to it, I like the fact that Hit Boy, you know, because he does other stuff with other artists.
Right.
I like the fact that he kind of did stuff, kind of like centered around Nas.
Yeah.
But see, like on the album, Nas still was, he still did like the flows, like some of that new style flow.
Yeah.
But the thing of it is, the new, like when he did it, like it sounds so smooth. It don't sound like he ain't, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't sound like it was a rough transition.
Right.
It sounded like he really understood, and he really got, like I said, he got an ear to the street.
Yeah.
And he actually, like, he's actually hearing the conversation. Yeah, he still got the old school, the style that he got, but then he's also listening to everybody. And just like he said in the album, like the Ghetto Reporter, he was like, yeah, man, me being a rapper, I just can't, we in this trap, like we can't just cut it off.
Just get out.
Yeah, it's like I want to be a 50-year-old, 60-year-old. I'm a 60-year-old fan, 50-year-old fan, and 16-year-old fans.
Exactly.
And it's just like, and another track, First Time, it kind of, I think it kind of brought that back.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was talking about like, about himself, like was the first time you heard like a Nas record.
Yeah.
Like when was your first time? Like, and then he was talking about his first time listening to stuff like that. First time I listened to, Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, Slick Rick. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, just like I said with Eminem, I appreciate him being a fan. Like really listen to Nas, especially like on his podcast. Yeah. Like I really appreciate him being a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a fan too, like of the art. Yeah. So I really appreciate that side of him too. Like you don't really get a lot, especially where the level he's at. Yeah. You don't get a lot of that in the with certain artists.
Right, and that I do think that makes a great artist, man. I mean, because Rakim talked about stuff like that a lot, how he was just a fan of music and jazz and all of that. He was like, I used to listen to all that because he had a famous jazz musician in his family. I think his aunt was a jazz musician, and so yeah, I mean, you soak up all of that, culture from music and it affects you. You know what I mean? If you're really a fan of music, you're a fan of music.
Facts.
So yeah. But yeah, I love what I heard. I've heard about 3 or 4 songs. I heard the Ghetto Reporter, I heard Thun, and I heard one other one. I can't remember what's the name of it, but I heard it. And I'm loving what I'm hearing so far, man. I mean, he made that dope line about Ether and Takeover. Yeah. We were just talking about that before the show. What he said, no enemies or rivals. They playing Ether on Tidal. Yeah. Which is dope because that's Jay-Z's platform. And then he said, go back and I'll start breaking down lines from Takeover and Tex Hove, like, nigga, this ain't over, laughing. It's like, that's a beautiful thing, man. That's such a beautiful thing that him and Jay can just look back and just be cool, it is what it is. And he has enough respect to go back and still sort of pay homage to Takeover, because Jay has given him credit for the Ether. Like, that shit went hard, you know what I mean? But you don't hear Nas talk too much about it until now, so this was dope for him to say. Yeah, because he was
still in battle mode. Right. But yeah, man, like the whole, you know what I'm saying, that's the thing too, man. Like I said, going back, like I'm glad that they, kept it on wax for the most part. Yeah. But yeah, that whole, man, that album, man, it was just, like I said, man, Hit Boy did his thing as far as like on the production side. Man, yeah. And it's just, I just like I said, it's just, he crafted, where Nas, he kind of went to where Nas is at and crafted that whole thing. Oh, another track that was dope. Oh, well, they all dope, though. Like Michael and Quincy joint. Oh, man, that shit go hard. That's what's up, man. I think my favorite song, because of the timing, is SHW. I think is it SHM WTF or WTF SHM?
I'm not sure.
But it's the play on the how the emoji the emoji tag. Yeah, so he actually, man, like for him to be almost 50.
Yeah.
And talking that lingo, like where the kids,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But like the concepts was just dope. Yeah. I mean, it's just dope. And like they switched up the beat on that too. Yeah. Oh, and Beef was good. Beef is almost like, it's not like, the J and like the Biggie Smalls what's Beef.
Yeah.
It's like Beef is kind of like a character. It's like I bring death and all that. Yeah, okay. So that's probably like one of my favorites too.
Yeah, see, Nas is good for that.
Yo, like that type of man. Like, where do you get this fucking imagery and shit from? You, like what? It's like what go? Like people, there's some people that's like, you know what I'm saying? And see, that's the thing. Nas is like so cool and chill with. Like, oh man, Nas is a good MC. But there's certain things like you listen to, like that Beef shit. It's like, man, what the fuck going on in this motherfucker's head and shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
Yeah, he's so creative, man. I mean, I think I heard him once say he had learned a lot about storytelling from Slick Rick.
Oh, yeah,
so, I don't doubt that.
That's his favorite rapper. I mean, because, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you kind of hear that.
Right.
You hear that with that influence,
Yes, sir.
So, yeah,
yes,
man.
Sir. So, man. Nas is on his game. But you know what? One thing I noticed that I thought was funny, we didn't get one of these.
Oh, no.
We didn't get one of these for one.
Nah, Nas did that shit.
Right.
Oh, all y'all coming out?
Right.
Y'all coming out? All y'all coming out here?
Right.
Oh, this is the end of the year right now, nigga.
Y'all
11-11, nigga.
Right. Yeah.
Him and Hit Boy like this. Him and Hit Boy like this.
Right. We're way back watching y'all scramble.
So, oh, word. Y'all came out with some good shit.
Yeah.
You know how Nas, he like, man, y'all came out with some good, I can't do a Nas impression. Came out with some good shit this year. He tried to smoke a cigar. Yeah, I'm 11-11.
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah, we gonna celebrate. Come out with the Black Panther,
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was
horrible Nas impression, everybody.
Yeah, 11/11 was a big day for movies and music, man.
Mm-hmm.
We got Black Panther come out yesterday, and so like I said, we're gonna go see that.
Yeah,
KD3. I mean, I knew King's Disease 3 was coming because remember he said it on Magic that he just dropped Magic like what, less than a year ago?
Yeah,
like 9-10 months ago, something like that, and he was like, yeah, King's Disease 3 coming. And so he wasn't lying, boy.
But, see, that's the thing that, like, I don't want to say this to be slight. I forgot all about Magic. Yeah. Not that I forgot, but you know what I'm saying? But it was just like,
he's been so consistent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's not like, and I'm not saying that like, oh man, fuck that. It wasn't that.
Right.
I was just like, man, I just forgot that he actually did drop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that was hot too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Magic hit the charts running, man.
I really like the magic that they do together because it's definitely like and that's what it should be, is the older and the younger working together to do, and don't get me wrong, I mean, I know he's not the first to do it. I can give that to Jay and, but I think Jay did it to kind of stay relevant.
Yeah.
I think Nas is doing it for relevancy too, but he actually wants, like, to me, I feel like, look, I really want to have a connection.
Yeah.
To this to this generation, to the next, to still to my old my old dudes and stuff.
Yeah.
Like he you know what I'm saying? I feel that.
Man. Hit Boy is doing that.
Yeah.
He's definitely making sure the beats are relevant to the older and the younger audience. So gotta love it, man. And Hit Boy has produced for other people, man, but Nas, he's really been shining on these Nas projects.
Yep.
So and hopefully I can get, like you say, King's Disease 3 on vinyl, man. That would be a dope one.
Yeah, I want to get them all on vinyl, but man, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get no features.
Right.
No features at all, and just killed it.
He took it back, man.
Yeah, he had, man. Listen, like I'm telling you, that album is a breath of fresh air, man. It's just
yes, sir. Yes, sir. He delivered. Nas delivered on that, man.
Yeah.
He knew he understood the assignment.
and like I said, it kind of the album too kind of spoke to the times we're in, like you said, the black unity.
Yeah.
And speaking of unity, shout out my man Kyrie Irving whooping their ass.
Yes, sir.
Whooping their ass. Hold on, get the